VCA unfolding, overlay stereo pairs. That's the next little box down. If I tick that box, any channel that I link in my input section and put into a VCA will now become a left-right over each other. In my normal input list, I'll always see all my left-rights as two separate channels. Once I put those left-rights into a VCA and link them, now they'll fold down to one input, and basically left and right control will be from one fader. Right beneath that, we have this set names. And what this is a predetermined list that we put some names in so you could grab those on the input or output sheet or VCA button of the console. On the input sheet, you have this little pencil. And if I click on that pencil, it's what's inside that set name sheet on the preferences page. This is great because this saves to the console, so you could go in and retype anything you need as a quick access section to an input list, so you can build it through there, and it'll save your settings until you reset the globals of the console. Overwrite safe parameters. This is kind of like a safety check. Every time I hit store, down at the bottom of the screen it says overwrite safe parameters. If I'm turning this desk over to volunteers, or if I've built a template file that I don't want to write over, I can untick this box and that option is no longer available, so I can't overwrite that scene designation. Sometimes we get in a habit of keeping overwriting until we get to a certain point. Once we get to that, untick this box and you're no longer able to overwrite that scene without them asking you here if you can. It will not become an option. The middle section up at the top is the virtual sound check or record. This is a great one-button function to get all your direct outputs ready for arming on an external device that's recording, or even external monitoring. So a lot of people put their Avion monitoring through the direct outputs of the desk, and of course a lot of people put their direct outputs of the desk straight to a recording DAW. This is a one-button function to basically arm and disarm all those direct outputs. So the top button is all direct outputs pre-processing. That's like going to every individual channel and going to the processing mode and making sure that the pick-off point is right there after the input. You also have two other choices on the channel as well: after the processing, which is the EQ and the dynamics, or after the mute and the fader. The one in the preferences makes sure that all the channels that are assigned to the direct outs go right after the input level. Unmute all direct outs. So this is great. Once you hit record on your record device, you can come to your desk and unmute all and then send tracks to your recording external device. After you're done with your set, you can come back and mute all your direct outs. That way you have a stopping point on your DAW when you get back to it. The last button on the desk is set all direct out gains to 0 dB. This allows you to go to the channel and basically spin up this knob to 0, but do it globally across all the channels so you don't have to worry that you missed one or anything like that. One tap will set all your direct outputs that are patched to 0 dB from the console. Metering, these are all the default ways the meter shows up. If you do any kind of meter delay or decay, make sure that you check the box down here so it activates. You also have peak hold times. If you set it to infinite on this page right here, you can clear the peaks out by clicking the button, clear peaks. And illumination. On this desk you can adjust the screen brightness, and you can address just about every LED on the desk. Anything up here, solo LEDs I can make brighter or darker, meters and other LEDs, and of course your external little light that you can plug in the back. You can make the lamp brightness stronger or less. This is great for guys that are doing theater shows on the side of the stage and there's a very dark part in the show and you need to dim the console so your light isn't spilling out on the stage. This is scene to scene manageable. So when you navigate to that dark part of the show, You can dim everything down so it doesn't spill out onto your stage. And then in your next scene, you could revert your brightness back to the normal operation level. You can literally almost turn these all the way off too. The only thing that you can't dim or adjust on the Pro 2 consoles is the LCD scribble strips. They will stay the same brightness and color. There is an adjustment for those.